the Nikki Clarke Show. How are you doing? Excellent. Well, I am so happy that you stopped by to see an incredible interview. The show is about transforming lives one story at a time, and I'm so happy to be able to facilitate that. I've actually been doing this for 15 years. People from all walks of life who've come on the stage and they've graced us with their presence and shared their incredible stories. And we have a formidable woman on the show with us today. She is the founder of Mrs. and Mr. Canada, Inc. Please welcome Annie Manjaran to the show.
Thank you, Nikki. I'm so excited to be here. This is so exciting. Thank you for the introduction. Yes, I am the CEO and founder of Mrs. Canada, Inc. And I'm running the national pageant for the first time ever in Canada, which is physical pageant. Usually it's always done virtually. I'm also going to be having some titles given out for the MS Canada. So it's a very exciting time. I had a very good meet and greet this morning with my girls and finalists, and it's exciting, so exciting.
I am just excited for you. You know, this is amazing, and I have to say congratulations to you for all your success.
Thank you.
You know, we see the glamour and the glitz, but I know there's a lot of hard work and determination that goes behind the force that you have. So please tell us a little about the story. Tell us about your background leading up to what you're doing today.
I'm an MBA. I did it from England, and being an entrepreneur is in my blood. I get it a lot from my dad. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Of course, I've worked because you get your best experiences when you work, right? I have my major business component is CNC manufacturing. So yes. I manufacture CNC 6061 aircraft grade aluminum. That's my core business. I'm out and about, all about it in the United States, across the world, and in Canada. However, the beauty pageant thing, I have been in it. I've been an investor, slow hustle, you know, quiet one.
Right.
And then when I got the opportunity, I grabbed it. We were just sitting in one of my dining rooms, and my husband was telling me, you know what, why don't you just do it? You love women empowerment. Make it all about it. So Mrs. Canada, Inc. is not just a beauty pageant. It's with a cause. All of our vendors are women. All of our judges are women. It's run by women, for women. Of course, I have that amazing support from the amazing men I have in my life.
Yes.
Without them, it's nothing, right?
Exactly.
So usually they say behind every successful man, there's a woman, but behind every successful woman, there is a man.
There is a man.
There is a man. I couldn't do it without my dad. I wouldn't do it without my husband, without my brothers. And all those women who are coming to this pageant too, it's their husbands or somebody, you know, who's taking care of the kids when they're away.
Exactly.
And all of that, and taking care of the house cooking meals. So yes, that's my story. I'm all about women empowerment, and I want to make sure that they're seen, heard, all of the good things for them.
Absolutely. Well, I love that. I'm all about, you know, women empowering women. And, you know, what you do is so much in alignment with the show. So it's just a perfect match. And that's why it was so an honor for me to have you here on the show. But, you know, there of maybe in the last few years, there's been this kind of preconception of beauty pageants, of just being, you know, just about the physical and not about all the values. Can you address that, what, you know, that preconception is?
It's always going to be about the physical. If you always like to look good, I like to look good. It's always going to be about the physical. That's not changing. But what is changing is the way we look at it now. Earlier, there was a standard beauty misconception. Standard way how women should look. Now, women look in every way and any way. Everyone looks different and they're so beautiful. Oh my God. God has made everyone so beautiful.
Yes.
So I think beauty is always there. I love wearing makeup. I love looking good. So that's beauty, right? So, but however, we're changing it in a way. Now, all these beautiful women are there for a cause. They're not just there to look good. They are there with the cause, looking amazing, wearing high heels, wearing the most amazing dress, looking great, touching up on their makeup and still doing their work and taking care of home. So it's changing. It'll take time. It's not going to be overnight. You're still going to see the normal preconceived notions of what beauty used to look, the slim, tall, blonde hair, white skin. It's all changing.
It's all changing.
Diversity. That's what Canada is all about, and that's what we are going to be, looking at women too, and across the world too. It's all diversity now.
It is. I love that. So, beauty represented in so many ways.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And really a representation of what is on the inside shining through.
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate that because, for someone like me, I've always been on the curvier side. So I've seen, how images have really perpetuated the idea that to be deemed beautiful, you have to have a certain complexion or a certain size or even height.
Right.
So I love that you've embraced, body diversity, and that people can feel comfortable in those roles and share, their stellar qualities.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the eligibility and some of the parts of the pageant. I'd love to hear.
Right. So for the misses, you have to be married. You have to be a female. Apart from that, we're doing 18 to 55. And then for the miss, that's open. That's from 18 to whatever age they can go. Unmarried, divorced, separated, widowed.
So 65 you could join?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Everyone and anyone in that category. I'm working with some incredible women across the world, and they just don't want to categorize people, which is great, right? So yeah, I mean, everyone and anyone is welcome in the pageant. Of course, we have our criterias of knowing what is the cause, what is it. It's a short video interview that I do. That's the first step.
Right.
I sit in the screening for everyone. We had 650 registrations.
Amazing.
Across Canada for misses and 250 for miss. And we have shortlisted about 50 only for misses and roughly about 30 for miss. Probably some might drop out, they have commitments or whatever, but today I had to give away sash to about 40 people, so they are the 40 definitely being there out of so many. I've seen every single video, so that's their first way. Apart from that, they will also be judged on their catwalk, so I have an amazing mentor who's going to help them walk, because they have to walk and talk. The second one is going to be a question answer round, and finally, the most amazing one is going to be evening gown. Beauty is going to be there. But it's not just the face. It's the way you carry yourself. The confidence.
It's the confidence.
It's the confidence. It's all about the confidence. My girls, I'm 5'2". So why not? I'm down. Why not? My girls are ranging from 5'2", going up to 5'11". That's all the women are. But there's place for everyone, And not just Mrs. Canada, but I am also the national director for Mrs. Universe for Canada.
Oh, amazing.
I have the franchise for that again, so I'm very, very excited. The other big thing is Mrs. Globe. I am the franchise owner for Canada for 5 years, and Mrs. Globe is going to have 3 competitions coming up this November, which is going to be Mrs. Globe, Mrs. Curve, and Mrs. Classic. So we're going to take everyone and anyone in this world in Canada to make sure they are, represented out there. And also, we've just recently signed up with Mrs. Globe World Pageants, 4 titles from Canada. So again, I'm going to be the national director for that too. So yes, it's all coming. I want to get the crown to Canada this year. I am going to do everything and anything to get it back here. And we've got girls with different skin colors. Oh my God, if you see the women, you'll be like, wow.
I'm so, so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment.
Thank you.
And you have such a heart to, represent and dispel myths of what people believe beauty to be.
Yeah.
And beauty is part of the rainbow. Everybody should be a part of that. So that is wonderful.
Thank you.
So kudos, and I want to be part of that too, in whatever capacity. Absolutely, you have my support. So tell me about. Can you share a little bit about the sponsors or maybe some of the judges you have? Is there anything you can share with us yet?
Yes, so I think it's great to announce on the show that Nikki Clarke is one of our judges.
Yeah. I'm so happy. I wasn't sure if I could share it yet, but yes, I am thrilled.
Yes, and then one of the biggest ones that I'm going to reveal is Dr. Patricia. Dr. Patricia has been Mrs. Canada Universe, Mrs. Canada International. She's a legend. What an amazing woman. She lives in Nova Scotia. She's going to be one of the judges. And the third one, is going to be Mrs. Universe Jamaica. That's
wow.
Shannon. Again, diversity amongst our judges too. So these are our top 3 judges for the Mrs. Canada pageant. Yes, we've got all queens in their own different capacity who's going to crown different queens. So those are our judges.
Amazing. That is, I had a Miss Jamaica Universe on the show, Yendi Phillips,
Yes.
many years ago. So it's like full circle. Another
Yes.
wonderful representation from
Yep.
Jamaica. And I'm Jamaican born, so
I know.
I'm very partial. So that's amazing. Can you talk about some of the sponsors that you have available?
So at this point of time, very interestingly, I don't have a sponsor. So
Okay.
it's all the money I'm putting in myself. I do have 2 sponsors in works. One will be our stylists, and the second one will be the hair and makeup. So those 2 sponsors, they're there, but the contract signing is yet to happen. So until it doesn't happen, I don't want to mention, but fingers crossed, there's no one coming up with money yet. Everyone's just like, it's just another beauty pageant.
Right.
So I'm putting in all of the money. Delegates pay a fee, of course. However, I am looking for sponsors. So if your show gets in some sponsors, why not?
Of course.
And come and support. See how it goes. We are going to Mrs. Universe in Philippines this October. The winner is going to go there. The winners are going to go to the Global World Pageants. So come and support us and see how you can do. Every drop counts.
Yes.
I'm not looking for cash. I'm not asking for cash, but if you can sponsor something like a dress or a venue or anything, I'm looking for people who could be sponsors. Thank you to you for at least coming forward to be a media partner. I'm
Absolutely.
so excited to have that
Thank
conversation
you.
with you.
Absolutely.
We need people, and that's how we can support each other. So that's I don't know. I'm looking for sponsors still.
Yes, I believe many will come. They say build it and they will come. And I am confident you'll get the
praying.
support that you're looking for. Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit more about, the interest you have in empowering women. In your own personal experience, I know you've had a community of people who support you, but have you ever felt that you didn't have the support maybe, that you took a pivotal moment in your life and said, okay, you know what, I'm going to change this situation for women. Can you recall a time when that happened?
I've been very lucky, Nikki. I never had a moment like this.
Okay.
My dad always made sure that I'm educated. I'm educated abroad. I did my MBA in England. I have 2 younger brothers. We were all treated equally. Of course, everyone had deadlines. So there was never a time wherein I had to show someone that I'm different or had to prove myself. Every single job I worked, all of my managers, my vice presidents, the CEOs were amazing. So never, and I know I don't have a backstory to say anything, never. So I was like, if I have everything and if I have such a great, incredible family, including my extended family, everybody is like that. So I'm like, why can't I help someone who can't? That would be probably my motivation. And
Yes.
I'm all about women empowerment because I know some people's voices are not heard. I'm
Right.
pretty loud, I'm pretty vocal, so I make sure my voice is heard, but I was very, very blessed.
Yes.
And I still am a great partner, great family, and they're just like, just do what you want.
That's amazing.
So
That's amazing.
Yeah, so no backstory. Sorry, Nikki.
No, you're not looking for one necessarily, but just interested to know if there was one moment that you
Yeah.
recall. But what I'm hearing is that because you've had so much blessing and
Yeah.
continue to be blessed, that you're using this as your platform
Yeah.
to bless someone else.
Absolutely.
So that is fantastic, and we
Thank
need
you.
more people like you, Annie.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you
because
so
you
much.
have a heart
Yeah.
to help others, and people would take the blessing and run.
Yeah.
But no, you've decided to give back.
Yeah.
So that is huge.
Yes.
That says a lot about you.
Thank you. And I've met so many incredible women. I didn't even know they were out here. Now I know when I come to Toronto, it's not just family, but there's a huge team. So it's amazing.
Yeah. Is there someone that you've connected with that really has impacted you?
Oh, you're definitely one of them. You have a great background. I read about you, so you are definitely one of them. And there are quite a few women. When I was watching their videos, hearing their stories, I'm like, oh my God, there is a story there. you know,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely. Now, is there a Mr. side
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
not yet. Let's see if the misters want to be on this side or no. Not yet, but no.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to be clear. Awesome. You know, I thought, wow, there's so much opening up with the pageant world because of, you know, what we talked about in terms of the stereotypes of what beauty is. And then Mrs. came around. I thought, that's good. That gives me motivation to get kind of remarried.
Right.
So that I could
There is a
possibly run.
miscategory.
Awesome.
It's all about the sisterhood in these pageants.
Yes.
The kind of women you meet, and there will be the negative ones too, because you need negativity for positivity, right? So, but the sisterhood is amazing.
That's great.
Like everyone is fixing the other person's crown. They're not pulling it down. You know, that's what
amazing.
we're looking for, and I'm going to try my best. But I'm also learning in the process. I'm not someone who knows everything. I'm not a know-it-all. So I'm learning too. So I'm enjoying it.
Amazing. So can you tell us what are some of the prizes involved for the
Yes,
winner?
of course. They're going to get a very surprise gift. I'm not going to tell this because they are going to watch it. So they're definitely going to get, you know, they're also going to come on your show. That's one of, some people have never done that, been there. There's going to be a full page media ad print for them. Apart from that, they will be going international. So their fees for the international participation will be paid off. Their accommodation will be paid off. All of their meals will be paid off. So it's going to be like a holiday for them. Their evening wear will be paid off. Their national costume will be paid off. All of their mentorship, they will be trained by Roxa, who's one of a supermodel, and she's a rock star. So she's going to be their catwalk expert. We've got Nadia, who's their nutritionist. So they're going to be taken care of from end to end. So they're going to get a full training, mentorship, and then a lot more to come in terms of prizes. Small little things here and there.
Absolutely. Well, that sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
And, you know, not everyone can hold the title, but everyone who has entered and has graced the stage is a winner.
Yes.
Because of the experience, what you've given to them, you know,
Absolutely.
is huge.
Yeah.
I know they're going to take away so much
Yeah.
from the experience. So that's amazing.
Yes.
I also would like to get more information about where the show is going to be held. Do you have information about that?
It's going to be in Toronto.
Okay.
We are in talks with 2 auditoriums here. I was here in Toronto to actually sign one of those. So in the next 2 or 3 days, we will actually finalize that and we will have it over. Till now, we've not finalized a venue, but it's going to be in Toronto from the 14th to the 16th of July.
Okay. Excellent. And where can people connect with you if they want to sponsor, they want to advertise, or they want to just reach out and connect with you on social media?
Social media would be Instagram. That is Mrs. Canada Inc. That's the official page. Or else we can send. So you can send me an email, info@mrscanadainc.com. I have a website, www.mrscanadainc.com. So anywhere and everywhere you can just connect with me, and I'll be there.
Well, I'm so happy that you made the trip from Edmonton is your hometown.
Correct.
For the show. So thank you so much. And I'm so excited about the
too.
pageant coming up soon.
Thank
So,
you for
thank
being
you,
on
Annie.
board. Thanks
Oh.
a lot, Nikki.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. All right. So you've heard it here first. Annie Manjaran, the founder of Mrs. Canada Inc. Please follow her on social media and also reach out and support her. This is a fantastic opportunity to empower women of every background, every size, every quality, and they deserve it. They're fantastic. Thank you so much for watching.